Good morning and thank you for joining us in this Monday edition of iBrand Daybreak. It is the Monday after our Muslim brothers been at home to celebrate. It's a public holiday, but of course, those of us who work with these types of services, we have to be here to serve you. My name is Uche Zoe. Hope you had an amazing weekend. And I'm out here with Blessed. Hi, Blessed.
I'm Blessed. I'm going to say good morning.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Did you get salaries?
No, I didn't. Unfortunately,
Fortunately.
Yes, I had to say that. Unfortunately, my Muslim neighbor, the only Muslim neighbor I had in my compound where I live, actually traveled. So they deprived us of the salaries.
I have told the one living in my compound, wherever you go, don't come back to this compound empty-handed.
Exactly.
Me and you, we are going to fight.
It's worth fighting for. The salaries and the ram.
It's very important.
It
I
is.
mean, this something like this cannot be taken. I mean, we've gone through the issues of life together. This is the time to eat, and you want to take it away from me.
Exactly, time to eat and to burn as well. So you can't take it away from us.
Also, while we're waiting for the Power Rangers to resume work, how has life?
It's not good, not bad, but just there. It's just there. We can't complain. You know, I was speaking with a friend yesterday, and he was looking for an apartment, and they keep hammering on the fact that he needs to get an apartment in an area where they have 20 hours of power supply.
Band A.
Yeah, band A. And I was like, if that's what you want, then
I mean,
go
if you
to
can afford it, it's fine.
Yeah.
The Minister of Interior, Tunji Ojo, has suggested that we employ Power Rangers to, you know, protect and guard government facilities, especially the light facilities, power facilities, and
the transformers and the lights.
It's something like that. So it makes sense. It makes sense. I'm just saying. Yeah, it's good. It's good. And this is how we start on today's edition. It is iBrand Daybreak. We'll bring you lots of information as it's going down in the country. When we return, it will be top stories. Stay with us. And you're welcome back. It is top stories. An atmosphere of tranquility pervaded the country yesterday as Muslims marked Eid al-Adha, the Islamic festival symbolizing sacrifice and ultimate faith in the Almighty Allah. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu urged Nigerians to imbibe the virtues of love, patriotism and sacrifice, particularly in this period of economic challenges. The president, who observed the prayers at the Dodon Barracks Praying Ground, Obalende, Lagos, also called for charity towards the vulnerable in the spirit of the festival. Chief Imam Abu Nullah urged leaders to emulate the virtues of past credible leaders who served the country faithfully. He urged Nigerians to pray that God should grant President Tinubu the strength and wisdom on his vision for a better and prosperous nation. Also, the presidency has tackled the New York Times over its report on the current economic situation in Nigeria, saying that President Tinubu on May 29, 2023 inherited a dead economy. It also justified some of the policy decisions taken by Tinubu's administration, such as the floating of the naira and fuel subsidy removal, declaring that the policies were taken in the best interests to communities to curb the disease. The State Ministry of Health has confirmed 350 suspected cases of cholera in 29 wards across multiple local government areas in their state, with 17 confirmed cases and 15 deaths. The lab investigation and test results have so far confirmed cholera subtype 01. This subtype is associated with more...
It's your girl Naomi Mack right here, and you are watching iBrandTV.
Hi, my name is Elizanam. You're watching iBrand Television. Stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Apricot Doctor, and keep watching iBrandTV.
Hi guys, it's Gwen Halley and this is iBrand Television.
My name is Ambrose Akachukwu-Ezewani.
My name is Ifirogene Victoria Ausa, and I want you to keep on watching iBrand TV.
Keep on watching iBrand TV.
Hi Hi guys, Monica Oga here, winner MTN Project Film West Africa Season 4. I'm a singer-songwriter, and keep watching IBrandTV. Don't touch it. Don't go nowhere. I love you.
Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? It's your boy Frankie Walter. Keep watching IBrandTV. If you're not watching this, I wonder what you're watching. Stay safe.
I'm Kemi Sings. Shout out to IBrandTV. This is the Love is the Greatest concert, which we just held, and it was successful. I love you all.
Without doubt, you have used several cooking oils before, but one thing is sure, you have never experienced true soya oil. This is not your regular cooking oil, it is a cooking oil with soul. From our quality ingredients selection to blending, extraction and packaging, we took time to think about your health. Besides giving you a delicious experience, true soya oil boosts your immune system, aids your digestive health, and improves your overall. For inquiries, mouth-watering recipes, and more, connect with us on social media. True soya oil. Make the choice that keeps you and your loved ones healthy.
Hypertension. Hypertension is a major risk factor for cardiovascular diseases, and prevalence rates are critical to understanding the burden and envisaging health service ratio. Globally, more than 1 billion people are known to have hypertension, and the figure is estimated to increase to 1.5 billion by 2025. In Nigeria, the prevalence of hypertension is at 32.8%. The published recent 4.8%. The disturbing reality of this statistic between a staggering 20 billion citizens are hypertensive. The prevalence of hypertension is also increasing globally. In 2000, 902 had hypertension with a prevalence rate of 26.4%. These are projected to increase to 1.54 billion affected individuals and a prevalence rate of 29.2% in 2025. Incidence rates of hypertension range from 3 to 18% depending on the age, gender, ethnicity. In Nigeria, more than 7.5 million deaths are attributed to the These account for 57 million adjusted life years, which accounted for about 3.7
is officially recognized as Men's Mental Health Month, a month dedicated to encouraging men to reach out and speak about their mental health issues. For years, however, many men have been told to keep their emotions and not speak out about them. This has created generations of men who find it hard to talk about issues. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, men die by suicide at a rate nearly 4 times higher than women. They also represent 80% of suicide deaths, which comes out to more than 100 men every day. With us in the studio, of course, to have this conversation and, of course, throw more light on why men need to talk about their mental health is Dr. Wale Ogunana. He's a famous Dr. Wales on social media. And, of course, he's a social media health wellness influencer and co-founder of the 100K Club. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Okay, I've just been told that I murdered your name. I am so sorry about it. Please, can you correct me?
I tried. Yeah, no, but my name is Olawale, okay. Dr. Olawale Obilano. So you tried.
So I should just keep it that way?
Yeah,
Dr.
that's
Olawale.
why.
Olawale works. Yeah?
Yes, Olawale works.
So
yes.
All right, so let's get it down to why we're here. Men's mental health. This year, the theme is Be the Source for Better Health, improving men's health outcomes through our cultures, communities, and connections. I am so glad that this year we get to call out the society for what they've done to men and their mental health. Growing up, you hear things like, boys don't play with dolls, boys don't cry. Why are you behaving like a girl? Human beings who behave like robots. And I'm speaking out of experience because I grew up among many men. My mom did not have a lot of girls, and so did my father's brother. So we have fewer cousin girls than we have cousin boys, and it is prevalent. And if it's like that in my family, imagine when you put everybody that is in this society together, it's a lot. Boys don't know things, especially when it is paining them. You see somebody boiling on the inside, why not just talk about it? He would rather walk away. And we have things in society that say, when a push comes to shove, just walk away. Why are you talking like a woman? You're talking too much. Please.
Yeah. So
how do you react to these things?
Okay, so I think now it's good that we are having this conversation about this, where we talk about cultures and connections. One of the biggest things that we have faced right here in Nigeria and Africa is, stereotypes and expectations. So there is a certain stereotype for a man. The moment you begin to, come out of that stereotype where you're supposed to be strong, right? You're supposed to take initiative. You're supposed to be the breadwinner. You're supposed to be the provider. You're not supposed to cry in public. You're not supposed to show any form of weakness, show no fear, that kind of a thing.
Maintain your steez.
Steez and composure has to always be on 100. And all of these things actually create a certain stereotype. And certain expectations. Now, it's not supposed to be a bad thing. We are not saying that all men should come out now and start crying on TV and all of that. No. But the truth is, it is okay if you are not in that stereotype. It is okay. It is definitely okay. The fact that, in fact, it takes a man to be able to acknowledge that, because it takes a whole lot of effort and a whole lot of boldness to acknowledge that, you're something and you need help. You see here in Nigeria, you see that a man will be going through something. He won't talk to anybody. You just see that he's just going, but all of a sudden you just hear that I had this, I had a situation of this was a fellow church member where he had issues. We didn't even know until after he had committed suicide that he had taken so many loans, and maybe he was scammed. He was unable to pay them as that when due, and he didn't tell anyone. No one really knew, but he was coming to church. He was happy, and this particular day he told his family to go to church that he was coming, and it was when they went to church he committed suicide. And by the these are the things that actually happen, and this is in our own community here. And like you mentioned in the introduction that, men are 4 times more at risk of going, having suicide. The same thing is with men as well when it comes to, substance abuse. They, you see that many of them as a means of escape. So, and then some people are beginning to acknowledge the importance of men's health and men's, mental health, that we have communities now that are growing up trying to, acknowledge that men's mental health needs to be taken care of. Such open areas where they can actually have these conversations.
It's an arm of the health sector, yeah? And like you mentioned, in developed climes, there are people who are actually trained. Because it's one thing to bring yourself to the point where you've decided, okay, I'm just going to talk about it. And then the person you're talking to, how do they receive it? Do you understand? That's also another end of the conversation. So we've grown in a society where an average mom already knows what to tell the girl that is growing up, about boys, about life, about things to expect. Even the men find it difficult to have these conversations with their young boys growing up because they don't know it, and you can't give what you don't know. And if you want to like look at it on a broader scope, you see that there is a lot of work left to be done, because how many persons can you train? How much persons can these people reach, and at what rates?
Okay, so I think it all home. You know, when we always talk about charity begins from home, charity begins from home. So I watched one video on Twitter yesterday. My wife shared it with me, and you know, this was a son and his father. Both of them, they were being interviewed, and you know, the father asked a question that was there anything that he probably did that affected him as a man too. And he opened up saying that, you know, he wanted to talk about stuff with his father, but you know, his father has left the house before he wakes up. By the time he sleeps, the father is still not back. So he doesn't see the dad.
Except
apart from weekends.
Wow.
And then, you know, he knew that they were fighting. He knew that there were issues. That he was expecting that the father would open up to him. So these are some of the things that start from home. So you grow up in a place where the father doesn't talk. He doesn't say, it's the mom that is the vocal person in the house. The father just comes, provides how are you, my dear, you know, and then he moves. But that's just, you know, how are you, and then he moves. You know, there's no presence. And even for the boys, there is no avenue. You know, and when maybe the boy is crying, the father will be like, why are you crying? Are you supposed to be crying? Don't you know that you're a man? You know, those kind of things. And you start having this kind of things, and it's normal. Later on in life, you discover that it's normal to go through a lot of issues, and you know, to come out like to talk to people about it. So these are some of the things. So it starts from the house. So if we can start imbibing that culture of being present with our children, talking to them, having conversations with them, I think these children, you know, our generation, like the children, they are more open to sharing. And if we can,
an adult. So at what age do we start to bring that consciousness, that cognizance, or that awareness about men's mental health between that if I may put it that